We're now going to learn how to find average and instantaneous velocities. Average velocity is the total displacement of an object divided by the total time elapsed. I've written down our formula for average velocity. It's notated as V sub AV. It's actually the slope of a secant line, and it's the change in position, because S is position, divided by the change in time, where T is time, and it's given as S of T plus H minus S of T, where H is the total time elapsed or the time interval, all divided by H. Instantaneous velocity is the velocity of an object at a single point in time. It is the limit of the average velocity as the time interval approaches zero. Our formula for instantaneous velocity is just written as V, and it's actually the slope of a tangent line, and it's the limit as H approaches zero of our average velocity given by this formula. We're now going to look at an example where we need to use this formula. Suppose a rock is launched vertically upward from the ground with a speed of 96 feet per second. Neglecting air resistance, the position of the rock is given by S is equal to minus 16t squared plus 96t, and we're asked to find the velocity when t is equal to 1. Let's begin by writing down our formula. Our velocity is the limit as h approaches 0 of s of t plus h minus s of t, all divided by h. Now we're going to substitute in what s is. S of t plus h is going to be minus 16, and then up in our formula, wherever we have a t, we're going to substitute in t plus h. So this is minus 16 t plus h quantity squared plus 96 t plus h minus s of t, which is minus 16 t squared plus 96 t. And we're going to divide all of this by h. Now we just have to do a lot of algebra. I'm going to start by multiplying this out. This becomes minus 16. T plus h quantity squared is t squared plus 2th plus h squared. And then we have a 96t plus 96h. Now we distribute our negative to these terms, and we have a plus 16t squared minus 96t. And then all of this is divided by h. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our first term and multiply through minus 16. This is minus 16t squared minus 32th minus 16h squared. And I just realized before we go ahead and write everything else down, I see two terms that cancel. This term and that term cancel. So let's cancel them and not have to write them down again. So what's left is 96h plus 16t squared. And then again, we have h in our denominator. Now let's look up and let's see if other things cancel. This term is going to cancel with this term, and then nothing else cancels. However, if you look at these three terms, notice that they have an h common to them. So we're going to go ahead and let's pull that out. So we have the limit as h goes to 0 of h minus 32t minus 16h plus 96, and all this gets divided by h. We can cancel an h from the numerator and the denominator, and now we can go ahead and just substitute in that h is going to go to 0. So we have minus 32t plus 96. That is our formula for the velocity. Our problem asked us to find the velocity when t is equal to 1. So all we have to do is we take v, substitute t is equal to 1, and we can get our answer. So this is minus 32 times 1 plus 96, and that is 64. And we are doing a word problem, which means we have to have units. Our speed that we were given was in terms of feet per second, so our velocity will be in terms of feet per second. So let's write down feet per second. And that is our final answer.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.